Imagine waking up in a quiet, tight-knit Ohio town where everybody knows everybody. It's the kind of place where people leave their doors unlocked and greet strangers with a smile. But in 1989, that serene image was shattered by a chilling event: the disappearance and murder of Kathryn Menendez. Decades later, her case remains unsolved, buried under layers of unanswered questions, strange leads, and baffling dead ends. Why can't this mystery be solved? Was it a random act, or does someone in town hold a dark secret? Let's dive deep into the cold case of Kathryn Menendez, one of Ohio's most perplexing mysteries. Kathryn Menendez wasn't just another face in the crowd. At 24 years old, she was known for her vibrant personality and warm smile. She worked as a secretary at a small law firm in her hometown of Mansfield, Ohio. Friends described her as ambitious and dependable, with a knack for bringing people together. She was the type of person you'd trust with your secrets. Ironically, her life ended shrouded in secrecy. Kathryn had recently broken up with her long-term boyfriend. It was said to be an amicable split, but some friends claimed he wasn't taking it well. Was he hiding something, or was this just another dead-end theory? Who would want to hurt someone so universally loved? It was an ordinary Friday night on June 23, 1989. Kathryn had plans to meet some friends for dinner at a local diner called Gracie's Grill. She never showed up. Her absence was immediately noticed. She wasn't the kind of person to bail without a call. Her friends tried to contact her, but got no response. By the next morning, worry turned to panic. Her parents called the police, and the search for Kathryn began. 2 days later, a jogger discovered her body in a wooded area near Clear Fork Reservoir, just 15 miles from town. The scene was gruesome. She had been strangled, and investigators believe she had been killed elsewhere and dumped in the woods. There were no signs of sexual assault, leaving detectives puzzled. Who would go to such lengths to kill her, and why leave no apparent motive? The police worked tirelessly in the weeks following Kathryn's murder. They combed through her life, looking for any clue that might lead them to her killer. Her ex-boyfriend was interrogated, but had a solid alibi. Friends and co-workers were questioned, but no one seemed to have a reason to harm her. The lack of physical evidence at the crime scene made things even more complicated. Detectives did find tire tracks near where her body was discovered, but they didn't lead to any matches. Fingerprints, fibers, and DNA testing were all but useless in 1989 compared to today's technology. The case stalled quickly, leaving the Menendez family devastated and the town on edge. Over the years, theories about Kathryn's murder have ranged from plausible to outright bizarre. Some believe it was a crime of passion, likely committed by someone she knew. Others think she may have stumbled upon something she wasn't supposed to see, possibly illegal activity that led to her murder. A few even speculated about a serial killer, given the proximity of her case to others in neighboring towns. Was Kathryn a random victim, or did she know her killer? Then there's the black sedan theory. Several witnesses reported seeing a suspicious black sedan parked near Kathryn's apartment on the night she disappeared. The car's owner was never identified, but locals still whisper about its possible connection to her murder. Could this car hold the key to unlocking the entire case? Another strange theory involved a man claiming to be a psychic who came forward, saying he had visions of Kathryn's final moments. He described her being lured into a car by someone she trusted. Though his story captivated the public, police dismissed it as a hoax. Kathryn's case captured headlines across Ohio, turning her story into a tragic symbol of small-town vulnerability. Local papers ran daily updates, and reporters from larger outlets descended on Mansfield to cover the story. The pressure on law enforcement was immense, but it also brought a flood of tips, most of which led nowhere. One peculiar call came from an anonymous woman who claimed she saw Kathryn arguing with a man at a gas station hours before she disappeared. Police followed up, but without a name or concrete evidence, the lead fizzled out. Was this a critical clue that was overlooked? Kathryn's case is littered with odd details that make it all the more perplexing. Her purse was never found, despite an exhaustive search of the area where her body was discovered. Some believe it was taken as a trophy. Kathryn's best friend claimed she received a strange, garbled voicemail the night of the murder. The call was traced back to a payphone near the crime scene, but no suspects were identified. Kathryn was wearing an expensive gold watch when her body was found. If robbery wasn't the motive, what was? In recent years, the use of forensic genealogy has revolutionized cold case investigations. Cases once considered unsolvable have been cracked using DNA left at crime scenes. In Kathryn's case, there's hope that DNA from the tire tracks or other overlooked evidence might still hold clues. The Menendez family has pushed for new testing, but the results remain pending. Could today's technology finally reveal the killer? Or has too much time passed? The Menendez family has never stopped fighting for justice. They've held candlelight vigils, worked with advocacy groups, and kept Kathryn's memory alive. Locals have also rallied around the family, raising funds for private investigators and spreading awareness on social media. One Facebook group dedicated to Kathryn's case has over 5,000 members, many of whom post theories and updates. These online sleuths often uncover surprising details, though none have led to a breakthrough yet. Could the answer lie in crowdsourced efforts, or is this a case that only law enforcement can crack? Though he had an alibi, some believe he may have hired someone to harm Kathryn. Could someone have been stalking her without her knowledge? Some locals whisper about a potential police cover-up, suggesting the involvement of someone with powerful connections. Kathryn Menendez's case is a haunting reminder of how fragile the concept of justice can be. Each year that passes feels like another layer of dust settling on the truth, making it harder to unearth. Yet, it's impossible to forget the bright, loving woman who was taken far too soon. Her story isn't just about her murder. It's about a family's relentless fight to ensure she isn't just another name in a file. What makes this case even more haunting is the eerie silence that surrounds it. Why did the killer leave behind such little evidence? Was it an act of calculated cruelty, or did someone simply get away with the perfect crime? The black sedan, the missing purse, the mysterious voicemail, all threads dangling from a tapestry of confusion. But hope isn't lost. Advances in forensic science could still unlock the secrets hidden in old evidence. New eyes, new technology, and fresh determination might one day bring answers to the questions that have plagued her family and this community for decades. Kathryn's case reminds us that even in the darkest corners of unsolved mysteries, there is light, a persistent flicker of hope that the truth will surface. Perhaps the key lies in something we've all missed, a detail overlooked or underestimated. Until then, her story serves as both a cautionary tale and a call to action. What do you think happened to Kathryn Menendez? Do you believe the truth is still out there, waiting to be discovered? Let us know in the comments, and join us in keeping her memory alive. Don't forget to subscribe to Mystery Junky for more stories of the unsolved and unexplained. Together, we can keep the fight for justice burning bright.